Hello everyone, we continue with semiconductor devices. We complete one optoelectronics device LED. Now we discuss another type of the optoelectronics device which is we know very well, our PN junction diode. The PN junction diode which is not works in the reverse bias, which is not works in the reverse bias. So whenever we giving a reverse bias, if the reverse bias is above the rating or above the PID of the diode will be damaged. Diode will be damaged. To avoid such an incident, we again deal with the another type of the special purpose diode, which is nothing else our PN junction diode, which is nothing in our PN junction diode that is made up by silicon or germanium, which is connected in a reverse bias, which is connected in reverse bias, and its reverse current will flow when a junction is exposed to the light, and that type of the diode is called as a photodiode. It's not like the LED. LED is not made up by silicon or germanium, even though it is a semiconductor device, but it's made up of gallium arsenide phosphide, and so on. But it is our PN junction diode, which is connected in reverse bias. But as its reverse current will start to increase if its junction will exposed to the light. Exposed to the light. So ultimately, we can call that the reverse current of the photodiode will increases if the intensity fall on the junction is increases. So we can call that the reverse current is directly proportional to the intensity of the light falling on the PN junction. If the intensity of the light will be greater, then more reverse current will be flow. More reverse current will be flow. So that type of the again the special purpose diode, the photodiode, which converts your light into electricity, which converts your light into electricity. So let's have a difference between our normal PN junction diode or rectifier diode and photodiode. We know very well that whenever our rectifier diode is in reverse bias, very small leakage current will be flow. Very small leakage current will be flow, and that small leakage current will due to the our minority charge carriers, and that motion of that minority charge carriers, the motion of that minority charge carriers across the junction will produce the reverse current in the PN junction diode. But as the temperature increases, as the temperature increases, the number of hole electron pair will also increases. And so that as the number of holes and electron pair will be increases, so reverse current is also increases. But whereas in the photodiode, when its junction is exposed to the light, when the junction is exposed to the light, the more hole and electrons are generated because of that photons, because of that light. So ultimately, the reverse current will be increases by increasing the light intensity. Therefore, we can call that the resistance of the photodiode will be decreases. The resistance of photodiode will be decreases as the intensity of light will be increases. So this is the difference between our rectifier diode and photodiode. Let's have a construction. Construction is similar to our rectifier diode or a PN junction diode. It is nothing, and photodiode is a PN junction diode which is mounted on an insulated substrate and sealed inside the metal container. Sealed inside the metal container. Here we place one transparent plastic or glass that is called as a window. That is called as a window, and which allows the lights to fall on the junction. we taken out two leads. The leads are called as a cathode and anode. But in the market, the physical diode or physical photodiode, they give one tag to indicate, to find the cathode and the anode. The terminal which is near to the tag is called as a cathode, and the other one is called as an anode. The symbol of the photodiode, see the symbol of the LED, the light emits over here, light incident on the junction. Light incident on the junction. This arrows will indicate the light incident or light falls on the junction. It means the arrow point inward represent the incoming light. See the working of the photodiode. See where P-type material, N-type material, they provide a reverse bias to it, so the leakage current will flow through it. The junction will be kept open so that the light will be incident on this depletion layer. There will be two types of the current will be flows through the diode. The first current is called as a dark current. First current is called as a dark current. Whenever there is a no light incident on the junction, so ultimately it is similar to our PN junction diode, where the very small or extremely very small leakage current will be flow. Leakage current will flow. So when no light incident on the PN junction of the photodiode, extremely small reverse current will be flow, and that extremely reverse current will be called as a dark current, and the resistance offered by photodiode is called as a dark resistance, and its value can be given as the ratio of reverse voltage to the reverse current. Reverse voltage to the reverse current. This is about the dark current. When no light incident on the junction of the photodiode, the reverse current will flow, and that reverse current will call as dark. Second case, when light incident on the PN junction of the photodiode. When light incident on the PN junction of the photodiode, what happened? The energy of the photons is transferred to the atom of the junction. Atom of the junction means holes and electron. Because of that, the electron gets sufficient energy and electron will start to move. As the electron will move, there will be a more free electrons hole pair will be generated. And because of that generated free carriers, the reverse current is also increases. Reverse current is also increases. Suppose we increase the intensity of the light incident on the junction. So again, the photocurrent or reverse current will also increase. It increases and become maximum. And that maximum current is called as a reverse saturation current. Reverse saturation current. So these are the two currents. One is dark current, when no light incident, very small leakage current will flow, that is called as a dark current. When light incident and current will be increases and become maximum, that is called as a reverse saturation current. So this is the working in construction of photo. So as we discussed, as the intensity of the light will be increases, the intensity of the light will be increases, the reverse current is also increases. So there will be two characteristics of the photodiodes are there. The first one is a reverse current illumination curve. Reverse current illumination curve, which is nothing but curve between, the illumination and the reverse current. Curve between illumination and reverse current, in which the illumination is placed on the x-axis and the reverse current is placed on the y-axis, which is in the microampere. The illumination is measured in milliwatt per centimeter square, and as shown in the graph, as the intensity of the light will be increases, the free carriers will be increases. Because of free carriers, the reverse current of the photodiode is also increases. If you find the slope of this, then the slope m is equal to IR upon E, and that m is indicates the sensitivity of the photodiode. That m is indicates the sensitivity of the photodiode. Another characteristic, that is the characteristics between reverse voltage and reverse current at constant illumination. At constant illumination, it has two current. One is a dark current, another one is a saturation current. So whenever the no light will be incident, whenever there is a no light will be incident, the dark current will flow. For a given illumination, as the VR increases, the IR will increases and it becomes maximum. And that maximum current is called as a saturation current. So this is about the photodiode, its construction, its working, and its characteristics. Thank you.